Hello, I'm Carl Tasker Jr. Welcome to the Tasker Mod Shop in Cranston, Rhode Island. Everybody knows that the most badass Mustang on the road is the GT500. Everybody also knows the most badass GT500 is the Shelby Supersnake. But what happens when you want to take that car even further? What we have here is our Tasker Extreme Supersnake, and we've taken a 725 horsepower Supersnake far beyond that power capability. The first part of this package is a 3.4 liter Whipple twin screw supercharger with the upgraded crusher plenum, our upgraded Tasker Mod Shop throttle body, 123 millimeter mass airflow housing with the heat shield and the upgraded filter. We reuse the factory mass airflow sensor for increased drivability. The next part of this kit is the upgraded camshaft package, utilizing upgraded camshafts, springs, and retainers. Next, we change out the factory exhaust manifold with the long tube header. And now comes the Tasker Mod Shop fuel system. Injectors, fuel rails, and 2 upgraded pumps. And the last part of this performance package to take your Supersnake to the extreme level is the Tasker Mod Shop calibration done on our own in-house DynoJet dyno. So what you end up with is a big block idle, a true muscle car idle, which we'll show you in a second, great drivability, and over 800 rear wheel horsepower on 93 octane. Now it's time to get it on the dyno. So here we are inside of our Extreme Supersnake. I'd like to point out that that sound you're hearing is the air conditioning blasting. It is 100 degrees outside today and we want to be comfortable. But how many other cars with nearly 1,000 brake horsepower can you sit in a 100-degree day and be comfortable? Second thing I'd like to point out is the RPM gauge. Now if you look at the tach, you'll see this car idling at a solid 1,000 RPM. Now with the camshaft package, we do raise the idling RPM slightly over stock. However, unlike other camshaft cars or other camshaft packages, that idle is solid at 1,000. It's not bouncing all over the place, the car is not about to stall. So now let's take it for a ride and let's see what we can expect from this car. So a stock GT500 of this model year makes approximately 440 to 460 rear wheel horsepower. Right now you're driving in a car with nearly 400 more horsepower at the rear tire. Now this package, other than just the increase in top line power, does substantially increase torque over stock. Now another thing that this camshaft package does, and the larger supercharger does, is it moves the power band up higher in the range. Now these cars, because of their weight, have always benefited from a lot of low-end torque. Now this still makes significantly more low-end torque than a stock car or than a pulley car. But one of the benefits of the larger Whipple supercharger and the camshaft package is now your horsepower and your torque has been moved slightly higher in the RPM band. That means when you get into the car on the road, which we're about to do in a responsible fashion, you're not going to have that incredible surge of torque that blows the tires off. Even though this car has more power, it actually is slightly more drivable at this horsepower level. Even lightly going through the gears, leaning on the throttle, you can feel a tremendous surge of torque. When it comes to modifying cars, once you get to a certain horsepower level, you have to deal with certain trade-offs: drivability, fuel economy, safety, quality of your life when your wife finds out what you've done to your car, etc. The good thing about this particular package, it takes all of the strengths of the GT500 GT500 and of the Supersnake. Incredible straight line performance, incredible torque, great throttle response, and it just exaggerates it to the next level. You don't have to worry about a car that's temperamental. Car idles solid, car is extremely drivable. You'll notice the throttle response is very linear, the car is very predictable, and just tipping in and leaning on it ever so slightly, tweaking that boost gauge, car puts you back in your seat. With the exception of that Toyota Camry that's just cut in front of us, there aren't many vehicles on the road with this combination of horsepower, torque, comfort, and reliability. Traditionally, when you get to this horsepower level, something's going to go wrong. The car's going to idle wrong, the car's going to buck and stall, the car's going to have problems wide open throttle, the car's going to have problems with tipping. This car takes factory drivability, nearly doubles the horsepower, and offers really an iconic level of American muscle car performance that you've come to expect from Ford and from Shelby. So there you have it, over 800 rear-wheel horsepower on 93 octane pump gas, factory drivability, and a blast to drive. Visit the store section of TascaModShop.com to order your Extreme Kit today. When it comes to ultra-high performance, you will be satisfied.